to make amigurumi, which is a Japanese way of making stuffed animals through yarn and crocheting.
What do you use to make your art?
I use yarn, obviously. Variations of it, I like to use cotton because it's easy to see. And then depending on the size of your yarn, I like to match it with the size of my hook. And then sometimes I like to use stitch counters, which helps me keep track of my rounds.
What do you want people to feel or think when they see your art?
I usually make amigurumis as a gift for my parents and friends. I only ever use it for birthdays or Christmases or Valentine's. So I usually, when I make these, I like to want people to feel happy when they see it, because that's really all I make it for.
Hi, I'm Portia Yadav.
What kind of art do you make?
I make video editing through the use of Adobe After Effects.
I never wanted to cause thought in your mind. I'm not acting the way I think you'd like. We went for dinner and now you're acting paranoid. If I knew the way I felt inside.
What inspires your work?
What inspires my work is actually two things: music and just people. Whenever I hear music that I like, or I hear music that reminds me of a certain aspect, I tend to incorporate it into my video editing. And if I see characters in media, people in media that I like as well, I also incorporate them into my art.
How do you feel when you're creating something?
I feel very comfortable. I talk a lot. Whenever it's about my interests, I tend to expound on it very long, but then when I'm into video editing, I stay quiet for hours until I finish my work. So I think it really gets me into the zone to focus.
Hi, I'm Isabella Cassandra Villasar.
What kind of art do you make?
I do film photography.
And what do you use to make your art?
I use film camera and different kind of film rolls. Specifically, I use Canon BF 800, and then for film rolls, I usually use Kodak Go 200.
What's your favorite piece you've made and why?
There's this one photo that I took specifically in Baler, Aurora, and I really love this photo since it like, you know, in every photo that I take, there's a story behind it, and this kind of photo, I took it in Baler because it shows peace in it. I took it during my vacation there, and
Hi, I'm Samantha Yankee from the PT-1B.
What kind of art do you make?
I make digital art.
Why do you like making art?
I like making art because it lets me express emotions and ideas in a creative visual way.
What inspires your work?
So my work is inspired by human emotion, nature, and the power of storytelling.
Hello, and I'm Nicholas Yu, and the type of art I like to make is photography. And the reason why I like photography is because it gives me a chance to save or capture a glimpse of memories, just like times of sadness or times of joy, times of sorrow. So that gives me a ability to capture moments and truly appreciate it when a time comes where I want to reminisce stuff. So that's the type of art I like, photography. And I also like portraits, as you can see, paintings of past loved ones. And yeah, what inspired me to love photography is that my dad is a photographer, and he likes to take pictures of us, and he's really good at it, and that caught my eye and my attention because our house is full of photos. And yeah, it helps us reminisce about the past, the joys, the sorrows. It helps us smile when we are sad, or makes us feel sad when we need to reminisce. So yeah, that's why I like photography as my form of art.